there, design lovers! Welcome back to the Deco Diva channel, your ultimate destination for home decor inspiration. If you're new here, I'm Cora, and today we're diving into one of the most iconic and timeless styles out there, the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic. This style effortlessly blends vintage charm with the high-end luxury Ralph Lauren is known for. It's cozy, sophisticated, and oh so chic, and I'm going to show you how to incorporate it into your own space. So, if you love all things retro and luxurious, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below with your thoughts. Ralph Lauren's vintage-inspired aesthetic is one that never goes out of style. Whether it's his iconic polo shirts or the luxurious interiors he creates, his design philosophy embodies a perfect fusion of elegance and comfort. In this video, we'll break down how you can incorporate elements of this retro charm into your home, no matter your budget or space. From the right color palette to the best furniture choices, I'll guide you step by step. Ready to learn how to master the retro Ralph Lauren look? Let's get started. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you're loving the vibes so far, a thumbs up and a comment would really help the channel grow. I'd love to hear how you'd incorporate this aesthetic into your own home. Now, let's jump into the retro Ralph Lauren world. The retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic is heavily inspired by Ralph Lauren's early life and the traditional American lifestyle. He grew up in a working-class family, but his design aesthetic is built on the idea of luxury with an old-world charm. The retro side of the style focuses on the nostalgic elements of vintage Americana, such as English country estates and New England's ivy-covered buildings. This look embraces a sophisticated yet warm atmosphere, perfect for creating a space that feels lived in yet polished. Key features include leather accents, plaid patterns, rich woods, and dark, moody hues, paired with elegant details like chandeliers and antique furniture. Ralph Lauren's love for vintage decor is about incorporating pieces that tell a story, and that's what makes this style so charming. If you're a fan of the way Ralph Lauren mixes the classic with the contemporary, you'll love how the retro elements come into play in his designs. It's about evoking a sense of nostalgia while also celebrating the luxury of today's materials and craftsmanship. The color palette of the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic is key to capturing that nostalgic vibe. Deep tones of burgundy, navy, and forest green anchor the space, bringing a sense of warmth and luxury. These hues often evoke the elegance of vintage British decor, paired with the welcoming charm of traditional American homes. To bring this style to life in your home, consider using these rich colors on walls, furniture, and accessories. Think of plush velvet cushions in deep hues or a beautifully patterned rug featuring warm tones. The key here is layering. Combine those rich shades with neutral bases like beige, off-white, or charcoal gray to create balance. Accent pieces in gold, brass, or chrome will add a touch of opulence, making your space feel luxurious without being over the top. When you mix deep, moody colors with metallic finishes, it creates a timeless and sophisticated environment. When it comes to furniture, think of timeless pieces with a vintage twist. The retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic incorporates luxurious materials like leather, velvet, and mahogany. Leather armchairs, wood-framed sofas, and vintage-inspired coffee tables are all essential to the look. The key is to combine comfort with elegance. Soft, plush seating with elegant detailing will transform your living space into an oasis of relaxation. Incorporating items like a Chesterfield sofa or a classic wingback chair with rich leather upholstery will immediately evoke that Ralph Lauren vibe. One trick to really perfecting this aesthetic is adding some mid-century modern pieces, which are still considered retro, but with a sleek, more minimalist approach. The contrast between the bulkier vintage furniture and the streamlined mid-century designs creates an eclectic and stylish look. Patterns are a hallmark of the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic, especially plaids, tartans, and stripes. These patterns evoke a sense of nostalgia and heritage, which is exactly what makes them so perfect for creating that vintage-inspired look. Mixing various patterns in your home can create depth and visual interest. The trick is to keep the patterns in the same color family, allowing them to complement rather than compete. For example, mixing a plaid wool throw with a striped armchair in navy or burgundy can be a fantastic combination. This balance of texture and pattern will create a layered, lived-in look. Textures play a huge role, too. Think soft velvet cushions, woolen throws, and rich leather upholstery. The more tactile variety you can incorporate into your space, the cozier and more welcoming it will feel while still being polished and luxurious. Lighting in the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic is all about creating an inviting, soft glow that makes a space feel warm and welcoming. Think table lamps with heavy, elegant bases, chandeliers with antique finishes, and soft overhead lighting that sets the tone. To embrace this style, choose lighting fixtures with a vintage feel. Brass, gold, or dark iron finishes are ideal. Large statement lamps with fabric lampshades that soften the light can evoke a sense of timeless elegance. You can also play with layers of light by using multiple sources, from wall sconces to floor lamps, to create a cozy and intimate atmosphere. It's all about the ambience. This lighting style is perfect for relaxing evenings and intimate gatherings. When it comes to wall decor, the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic leans heavily on vintage prints and family heirlooms. Consider adding framed black and white photographs, traditional oil paintings, or antique maps that evoke a sense of history. Incorporate art that feels personal and timeless. Whether it's a collection of vintage frames with family portraits or a pair of antique mirrors that reflect the beauty of your space, the idea is to surround yourself with items that tell a story. A mix of high-end and sentimental items is what makes this aesthetic so unique. The combination of classic luxury with emotional value creates a home that feels both polished and deeply personal. If you've ever walked into a Ralph Lauren space, you've probably noticed the presence of bookshelves filled with leather-bound classics, travel books, and volumes of art and history. Bookshelves are an essential part of the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic. They offer not only storage but a chance to showcase your personality through well-curated collections. Incorporate shelves made from rich wood or metal with vintage finishes to elevate your space. It's about creating an environment that feels cultured and refined, with books you can reach for when you want to relax or impress guests. The beauty of bookshelves lies in their versatility. You can use them to display family heirlooms, antique finds, or even mix in modern accessories to create a bridge between eras. The key is to create an eclectic yet cohesive feel. The retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic extends beyond the interiors, spilling into outdoor spaces as well. Imagine an elegant outdoor living room complete with vintage wicker furniture, plush cushions, and classic navy and white stripes. To bring that Ralph Lauren elegance outside, think about creating a space that's both functional and luxurious. A wooden dining table, an inviting outdoor rug, and a mix of wrought iron and wicker furniture will bring the retro aesthetic into the great outdoors. The key here is comfort. Ralph Lauren's approach to outdoor design combines high-end materials with the relaxing vibe of a countryside retreat. A space for both lounging and entertaining, it should feel timeless and inviting. One of the most important aspects of the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic is that it's personal. This style isn't about having everything look perfectly coordinated, it's about infusing your space with items that hold sentimental value and tell a story. Consider adding personal touches like a collection of vintage vases, family antiques, or a curated collection of travel souvenirs. Mixing these personal elements with luxurious finishes gives your space that lived-in, welcoming charm. Don't be afraid to incorporate unique pieces that speak to your personal style. Whether it's an antique trunk, a vintage camera, or a beautifully framed heirloom quilt, the goal is to create a space that reflects your personality while maintaining the elegant foundation of Ralph Lauren's design philosophy. Maintaining the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic requires a little extra care, especially when it comes to furniture and accessories. Leather chairs, velvet cushions, and antique wood pieces need regular attention to stay looking their best. Clean leather upholstery gently, and make sure to protect wooden furniture with proper care to preserve the rich, warm finishes. Keep fabric pieces looking fresh by vacuuming them regularly and washing throw pillows when needed. In terms of lighting and decor, dusting and cleaning your fixtures, frames, and shelves will keep your space looking polished. This style thrives on attention to detail, so maintaining your items will help your home continue to radiate luxury and comfort. And that's it for today's dive into the retro Ralph Lauren aesthetic. I hope this video inspired you to mix vintage charm with luxury in your own home. Remember, the key is to combine rich colors, timeless furniture, and personal touches to create a space that feels sophisticated, cozy, and uniquely you. Thank you so much for watching today. If you loved this style and want to see more home decor inspiration, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite element of the retro Ralph Lauren look? Drop a comment below and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, stay inspired and keep creating beautiful spaces. See you in the next video.